I don't know what else. What's going on, everybody? We got 12 people already in the waiting room for the show, the place to be. It's Tim. It's Dom. Oh, no, wait a minute. I got a commercial coming through here. What the hell? That serves me right from watching porn before I do a show. What's going on? We got Zach Attack in the room. We got Jason sitting here. We got Mike Lee. We got Jeff Gunderson sitting in the room at his house as well. We got everything going on. We got live streams sitting in here as well. Hope everyone's having a good day. You want to know what, Dom? Training camp started today.
Well, before that, I think I just need to upgrade your membership to Poppycockers because I'll upgrade it. It cuts out all the adverts. You don't have to worry anymore for the live stream to the club.
We're going to live stream into the club because you want to know why, Dom? I'm excited. Dom has got his ticket. Dom's got his ticket to ride. He will be here for the 21st. He'll be sitting in the stands with us. He'll be sitting there and everything saying hello. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hope everyone's having fun. Dom, I want to talk about something right off the back. I want to piss people off right away. Right away, I want to piss people off. I know it's shocking. And it's going to be, we got,
Are you addressing the seesaw? Are you addressing the seesaws?
It's the sounds of Sinatra on the way you look tonight. What's up, Frank? Yes, haven't seen you all time. Oh, Naked HD is finally coming into his house already. This Naked HD, you're going to get blocked to put in time. It's already going on.
But you should have got them to like the video first.
You gotta Naked HD, like, subscribe, and overcome. You know what, Tom? I'm gonna piss people off right off the bat. I'm also wearing my vintage Phil Simms number 11 jersey from 1985. Yes, and it still fits. It fits. You know what? Here we go. LeVar's here. LeVar's here. LJ here's. Mr. Alvarez is here. The whole family's here. Okay, you know what? If Daniel Jones makes a good throw, 14 seconds in the training camp, that's wonderful. If he throws an interception like he did earlier in the end zone, that's okay too. You've been in camp for a freaking hiccup. It doesn't, and I watch Twitter, and some of these people are like content creators, and I watch Twitter, and they're like, oh, the red zone offense looks so much better because they got motion and they're doing this. They haven't installed anything yet. They haven't put anything in the playbook yet. They're not doing anything different. What the hell is wrong with people, Dom? What the hell is wrong with people? It's been literally 2 hours in the training camp, and I'm watching this shit on Twitter because people are like, oh, it's going to be so different this year because look how sharp Daniel Jones is, and look how terrible Daniel Jones is. Oh, my God, Dom. You know what the problem is? You
haven't had a Xanax?
I should have had his Xanax. I am going to training camp on Friday because there needs to be a bastion of sanity in the sea of diarrhea. I will be there Friday morning, and I will sit there and I will tell people, wearing my online Big Blue shirt, stop being stupid. It's literally a day. It's not even a day. It's like 2 hours. And either Daniel Jones is an all-pro, Daniel Jones is a bum. The offense looks so much better. You haven't even installed the offensive game plan yet. You are running drills. You're not even in pads. That doesn't happen until Monday. And I love it because Mr. Alvarez says the best right here, Dom. This is what he says. He says the best right here. Oh, that's Frank Sinatra. Hold on. Where did Mr. Alvarez go? Here is right here. He goes, the Giants fans are being fooled by pre-snaps motions like the defense. The Giants used pre-snap motion last year as well. Did they use a lot of it? No, but they used it. But you know what? You can't sit there and tell me someone looks great or awesome within the first 36 minutes.
Would you like me to speak for a minute just to let you calm down and relax? Because that was an epic rant, which I was massively enjoying.
Yes. Well, I'm not done, but go ahead. I need water.
Yeah. You grab a Xanax with that water. Well, I just wind you up ready to go again. You do know that a self-proclaimed wise man once said to stay off Twitter. What were you doing on Twitter? You know it doesn't do wonders for you.
I was being stupid. And I love it because LJ said it best right here. The interception was classic DJ post-snap bad read. Yes, it was 100% post-snap bad read. But you know what, LJ? I am not going to predicate, and I'm not yelling at you, LJ. I'm just really fired up. I also just came from the gym, and I had some other stuff kicking in, and I also got the whatever stuff I was drinking after the gym. But you know what? Here's the problem.
And you haven't eaten.
I haven't eaten yet either. The problem is it's preseason, not even preseason. It's training camp. It's not even training camp. They don't even put the pads on yet. Dom's eating jelly babies. I have no clue what that is, but Dom's eating jelly babies. Oh, Dom. Our coaching staff.
I only ate that jelly baby because I know you haven't eaten, and I thought it would wind you up.
I know. I'm gonna punch you in the head when you get here. The coaching staff, the general manager, are smart enough to understand and tell you this is a process. It's baby steps. And they came out in the press conference and said this today, Dom. It's baby steps.
It's about today, right? That's pretty much what they said.
Yes, that's exactly what they said. And it's going to be a process. We're going to take steps at a time. And I thought the fan base, and it's not all fans, I'm not knocking all fans, but there's a segment of the fan base, Dom, that I thought got smarter.
Nope.
And you know what? Generalized stupidity is back. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. I don't get it. I don't get it.
No, I have this with my other sports team. They've looked great in preseason, and we lost today in a friendly where we hardly played any of our starters, and we lost. And it's like, it's a disaster. It's like, it's preseason.
The worst thing ever.
I mean, at least that was a game. This is training. The thing is, look, it's one day, right?
Right.
It is one day. You can't get too high. You can't get too low. What the only thing I could ever pick out of a training session from one day would be if you're seeing what you've seen repeatedly before, but you're also installing a new offense. So even with the Jones interceptions in the red zone, which we have seen repeatedly before, pre-seasons and in games, actually he's learning a new system and the players around him are learning a new system. So sometimes the throw might go where it should go, but it's gone in the wrong way. Now, the Darnay Holmes one was horrific, but it's also one that it still remains one day. The
system hasn't even been fully implemented.
Well, exactly. So you don't even know where they're quite going.
You're running base. You're probably just running. It was a bad read.
Yeah, it was a terrible read to Darnay.
And here's me defending Daniel Jones. It was a bad read. Mazinga says, but Tim's hair is on point. I don't need to read the rest because that's just truth. Now, Dom's hair, I don't know, looks like he had an interview with a gal at Poppycock. Dom is married. But you're right.
Come straight out of the shower, however.
You're right. Frankie S wants to know: Are we waiting for San Francisco to cut Jimmy G? We got $6 million in salary cap. They could cut him. They could shoot him. They could fire him out of a cannon. We don't have any money to sign him. You can't wreck the roster for Jimmy G, because then what are you going to do with Daniel Jones? And you just paid Tyrod Taylor, and his first year of the contract's guaranteed. I don't understand this with Jimmy G too.
Jimmy G's not coming because of the cap, and even if we had the cap, I think he would be an upgrade on Jones. He doesn't take you over the top. He doesn't progress the team forward.
466 throws is Jimmy G's tops.
Exactly. He's get injured like Jones. I mean, he has got to a Super Bowl. I think he is a slightly better player, but he's not that much better of a player that you go, hey, he's our future for the next 3-4 years. It's
right.
Exactly. You might as well take a gamble on someone else who you think could be the future, because Jimmy G ain't it.
I could be the future. Jason says, I want to believe in Jones.
We'll find out in a few weeks when you throw that 40.
The guns are ready, man. The guns of Navarone. Force 10 from Navarone. That's what I'm calling this throw. Everyone
even read the book behind you to give it the extra 10 yards you need.
I need a freaking bazooka to get it to 40 yards. I want to believe in Jones. It's just hard when I see the same. It seems he struggles to think on his feet and make a play. I don't disagree. It was a horrid throw. No, I don't disagree. But you know what? And this is coming from the biggest Daniel Jones fan there is. It's one day. If he's still, and I said this before, these are evidently people, and a lot of them are people who have never played football at a competitive high level because they've never been through the actual dog days of training camp. When you get into August, when you get into the middle of August and you are still Daniel Jones and still making these mistakes and you're doing it repeatedly, then I'll be worried. But I'm not going to worry July 27th at 11:45 a.m. that he made a bad read.
I imagine Aaron Rodgers will have made a bad read at some point today, possibly. And if he didn't, he might make one tomorrow. Quarterbacks and all players will make mistakes, and the time to make them is in training camp, right?
Oh my God, what is Motorcycle saying? He's saying hell yes, hell no. I don't know. What did he say? I love Kadarius Toney. Hope he balls out all year. I hope Kadarius Toney balls out all year too. But you drafted redundancy in Wan'Dale Robinson. So that should tell you something. LeVar says, my confidence in them keeping Daniel Jones becomes from the fact that the next year's class was mainly pocket passers, so I believe can't run like Jones. Honestly, if he can read the better field better and his balls,
That's what she said.
You know what the thing is, Dom? I actually do think the league in somewhat is shifting towards the pocket passer again. I really do. I know you have a lot of mobile quarterbacks, but you know, if you take a look at the annals of history in the NFL, how many true mobile quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl?
I mean, I don't know off the top of my head, but single figures.
Truly, like running quarterbacks, like Michael Vick,
4,
Lamar Jackson.
3, 4, at most. It depends on how you count Mahomes as to whether you count him as one or not.
I count Mahomes as a pocket passer who can run.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment, and that's what you want as a quarterback. If you can do both, then you got it made.
You can do both, but that's what I don't get. I mean, and I think the league is going to go more towards that. Oh, we got a super chat coming in from Zach Attack. We got to acknowledge it because all super chats, of course, go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Zach says, I love how people on Twitter are saying rollouts are uncreative, while their favorite offenses uses the rollouts, and people on Twitter need to shut up. Zach's not wrong. Kansas City, and what's that team? And also in New York, Buffalo. They use a lot of design rollouts with their quarterbacks,
and I've heard they're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think they are.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look it up, but I think they've gone deep in the playoffs the last few years. I'll check.
I think so too. I think so, but yeah, it's Zach. I'm not gonna get started back up again, Zach. Maybe I'll get started back up a rant for a $10 super chat. If you give me a $20 super chat, I'll give you a rant because all money goes to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Because you know what, Steve Young, you know what? I actually don't consider Steve Young at that point of his career with the 49ers as a running quarterback. He wasn't what he was in Tampa Bay. He wasn't what he was early on in his career with the 49ers. So I can't consider that. Frankie S says, no disrespect, OBBS, but were you on the Malik? I am still.
All aboard the Malik Willis Express.
And I'm not saying that Daniel Jones is okay. I'm not saying it. I'm saying give the kid a chance. I'm not saying give the kid a chance in regards to the fact that you need to give him a chance either way. Either you have to give him a chance for if he's throwing these wonderful touchdowns, not to be overhyped, and you need to give him a chance if he throws interceptions that you don't get all crazy. And there's already talk about Malik starting in Tennessee. Madden gave him an arm rating of 94. You know what they gave Daniel Jones rating? -6. But you know what? I'm sorry, you're right. Hey-oh.
But you're right. You are right. Neither of us have ever said that we think Daniel Jones is the future. But he is our quarterback for this year, so you might as well give him the opportunity to see what he can do. I think we all know what it's going to be, but you know, we live or die by Daniel Jones this year.
Yep. Kareem says, what's going on, Tim and Dom? Not much. Swinger, baby. Yeah. Shag, baby. Shagadelic, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, that's the Dom. LJ, this is a good question. Wait.
When I get to the airport, am I going to get to go on one of those luggage things where they help you get to the gate when you can't walk that far?
I am not going to
turn it around in the corridor.
I am not going to lie. When I pick you up at the airport, I am going to have an Austin Powers sign. I'm actually considering dressing up as Austin Powers. LJ says, does the Andrew Adams sign mean love? Leaving from Love and Belt, if anything. I like Andrew Adams. I liked him back in 16. I liked him back in 17. He started almost all the rookie games as a rookie in 16. Played well in 17. I was surprised they didn't bring him back. He played with Tampa, won a ring. He's competitive. He's a professional. I think he's going to start alongside Xavier McKinney to start the season. I'm not saying he's going to finish the season starter, but I think he's going to start alongside him.
And what it does is it adds some experience to a very inexperienced positional group there. Do you think it's the end for Julian Love?
No. I'm not.
You think Love still makes the roster?
I still think he makes the roster because he's a good special teams guy. Same with Andrew Adams. He can play multiple positions. Andrew Adams is just a safety. He can fill in a slot. He could put it on the outside. He could be a strong safety. He's not really a free safety, but you know, I do think that I do think that he still makes the rooster. Zach says, I need you and OGR to rant podcast Fireside Giants. Dom, you want to take a crack at that one?
I think he wants to rant about something Fireside Giants have said, maybe.
I don't know. I don't listen to Fireside Giants because they're a bunch of idiots. Oh my God. Someone said to me the other day, they go, I wish I just had your attitude for like a day. Just like a day. And this is someone I've known for years.
I'm glad I don't have your attitude, because at 5'1", I would get laid out a heck of a lot by people a lot bigger than me.
Oh my God. Yes, Benzinga. I say it all the time. Be bold and mighty forces will come to your aid. I say, how many times do I say that in a day, Dom?
603, I believe, on average.
On average. We also got him saying, when Tim rants, ladies and gentlemen, he has our curiosity. He pounds the table. He is full of attention. You know what? Like I said, someone give me a $20 super chat for the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. I'll give you a rant because I got something else to rant about. But you know what? I'm saving that. I'm saving that rant. Mike Willie says Malik starting right away would be a mistake. I do agree it would be a mistake. I was joking that they were going to start right
away. You're not wrong about the rumors though. There are rumors he's going to start. But
there are rumors.
I don't buy that.
I don't buy the rumors either, but there are rumors that he could quickly displace, and we got the porn back. He could quickly displace Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill, of course, had the problems in the playoffs, but you know what? He's still a guy that can much go. I got the bot out of here. I got him. Okay, what do we got here? Mr. Alvarez says, if the Giants have gotten a quarterback sooner, the fans would have to hope a bum in his fourth year will have a decent season. One of the things I didn't like in the press conference, though, one of the things I really didn't like was the fact that they were talking about how they're going to simplify things for Daniel Jones and then add to it and then turn around and teach him how to protect himself on the field. This was a quote from Dable, that he has to protect himself on the field. We're going to teach him to protect himself on the field. You're going into the fourth year in the NFL. You played 3 years in college, probably another 4 years in high school, and 3 years in Pop Warner. You're a quarterback. You know how to protect yourself?
I mean, you should know how to protect yourself before you come into the league, I would have thought. And certainly by the end of year one, you might have to learn to protect yourself a little bit more because the game's quicker, but certainly not by year 4.
Yeah, certainly. By year 4, you should know how to protect yourself. Zach wants to. Do you think Saquon will break 1,000 yards? I do think so. I think Saquon's going to run for 1,300 yards, 800 receiving. I think he's going to have a season comparable to his rookie year if he stays healthy now.
Yeah, I was going to say it all depends on whether he breaks something. But if he stays healthy, then yeah, 100%.
100%. Kareem wants to know, Dom. Dom has to try a New York staple. I live in Pennsylvania though. Taylor ham, egg and cheese sandwich. You know what? Do you eat egg and cheese sandwiches? Egg and Taylor? Yeah. Oh, my wife wants to know, Dom. What kind of tea do you drink?
I mean, whatever you've got is fine. Like I'll drink and eat pretty much all.
Scotch it is.
Scotch it. All right. Wait. What kind of whiskey are we talking here?
We got plenty of that. I just gave James Williams a big bottle of Maker's Mark. So that'll be it. And I also, I always have the bottle of Grand Marnier hanging around, but that's more of a liqueur. That's not a whiskey. And make sure LJ says, right, hit the damn like button. OBBS, if Jimmy G is available, are you willing to restructure some of the No. I don't even need to read the rest of that sentence. No. I'm not willing to.
I wouldn't bring Jimmy G in at all.
I'm not bringing. If you are working, you can't. People are already. I'm not saying you, Frankie, but people are already worried about 2023, the quarterback situation, and we haven't even played a game in 2022 yet. So you're going to have Jimmy G, Tyrod Taylor, and Daniel Jones on your roster. That's a lot of money in the quarterback room, and Jimmy G is not going to take less than his $26 million, unless he does a 1-year deal. But he more likely, if he gets waived, he's going to look for a multi-year contract.
If he gets waived, I think he's going to Seattle.
I don't think he's going to see.
No, I think if he gets waived, I think he will. I don't see San Fran trading him to there, but
I don't see that happening. I don't see him getting waived. I know they're turning over the offense to Trey Lance. They're saying, but I don't see it. I just don't see it. LJ says,
I mean, I'm not shocked to see him stay in San Fran. I think they will look to trade him. I don't see them waiving him unless he gets really anxious and starts causing them issues, which at the moment he's not. So I think a trade is more likely, and that's where I don't think it'll be Seattle. I think it'll be someone like the Texans. But if he gets waived, I could see him moving to Seattle.
I agree. Absolutely love Pickett. All right, we'll see how Kenny Pickett does.
I didn't.
I still don't love Pickett. Michael Lee says, use bubble wrap. I'm assuming that means on Daniel Jones and anyone else. Bangers and mash. You ready for some bangers and mash?
It's sausage and mashed potato. As long as you have it with gravy, it's all right.
I like bangers. I like bangers and mash. It's an Irish thing. On a hard roll. We're having the bun. On a hard roll. Mr. Alvarez says, if Jones injures Saquon again, that's a lot of, you know what? That's a great point, Mr. Alvarez. People forget the throw in his second year, which he got hurt on Saquon, was a bad throw by Daniel Jones. And I still blame Daniel Jones for getting Saquon hurt that second year. Dom?
I mean, well, no, I was just going to say, I think you can make the point even more about people calling for Daniel Jones to be cold. As soon as he has one bad game, one bad throw, that's when it will all start again. And that's where that's where in some ways you feel for the kid, but also you're playing in New York. It's what's going to happen.
If Jones injures Saquon again, I'm calling for Jones to be immediately released. Because you know what, Dom? It's going to be Saquon's thing. Saquon had a great one-handed catch today, Dom.
It was a lovely catch.
It meant that he was in preseason form.
Yeah, because that's what happens when you've been out there for 74 minutes.
38.
You get preseason form after a few minutes. It was a lovely catch, though.
It was a great catch. It was a great catch, but
Tony's wasn't bad either.
I can't sit there and I can't sit there and talk about that. He gets bloody waved.
Just one good catch, right? I mean, we can all have moments where we do something great.
Right. You're right. Just like on August 21st, there will be a moment on the field where Online Big Blue does something great.
I'll tell you what. We could have a training camp snapshot. If you throw that perfect 40-yard bomb and James drops it, that could be training camp in a nutshell, couldn't it? Something great followed by something truly awful.
If James drops the 40-yard bomb, he's freaking walking home. He's walking home. I don't care how long it takes him to get back home. He is walking home. Oh my God. Jimmy G is 45-18. Yeah, you also played for a good team and had a really good defense. Daniel Jones is 12-26. I'm surprised that we won 12 games with Daniel Jones. There we go. What does Jason have to say? If Jones throws under 20 touchdowns and runs for at least 5, what is that a quarterback we keep next season? No. Some moron on Twitter. I know you're shocked by that. Said to me, and I talked to you about this. I think I talked about the video that Daniel Jones, if he gets the Giants to the NFC Championship game, would I then re-sign him? And I said no.
Contract.
Thank you. I said no. I said I can't pay someone for one good season after 3 bad. Here's the problem, though, and this is the problem that he didn't understand. I had to block him because he was stupid. And I let him know I let him know that he was stupid before I blocked him.
Of course you do. Why would you not?
Because I'm me. So, but the problem was he wasn't grasping the concept of if the Giants somehow get into the playoffs, somehow win 2 playoff games and get to the NFC Championship game and lose, it's not going to solely be because of Daniel Jones. The defense probably balled out. Saquon probably ran for 2,000 yards. Azeez Ojulari probably got 10 sacks. You got maybe Kayvon got his 17, and everyone stayed healthy. It's not just about Daniel Jones, and that's what people don't get. That's what the moron didn't get. I will be at training camp on Friday.
One player doesn't elevate your team, right? You need a whole series of people around them.
But also, you have
a good team can elevate 4 players.
Frankie says, I was right once with my ex.
How do you manage that?
Yeah, that's a good thing to be right with. Mr. Alvarez says, Jones also is the reason Nick Gates. Well, I don't think he was the reason Nick Gates got it. I can't blame him for that one. Jones tried to step into a collapsing pocket on a dead play that 2 defense linemen fell on his legs. The Jones curse is real. I've heard about this. You know what? I've been hearing more and more about this, Dom. And it's the Jones injury curse. That somehow his vibe, his aura.
Curse.
What's that?
You're replacing the boat curse.
It's the boat. We took care of the boat. We took care of the boat.
Yeah,
curse.
that's what I'm saying. Is this replacing the boat curse?
This is, I think this is replacing the boat curse. That Daniel Jones has a propensity to getting his players injured. And I'm not gonna, you know what? And I thought about it for a little bit. And I'm not saying it's not possible that he could be cursed.
You nearly got through that with a straight face. You nearly.
I was this close. Mike says Daniel Jones is also recently Martinez tore his ACL. He stepped on a blade of grass before Martinez, which made him lose his footing. You know what, Mike? I agree. Listen, and Dom nailed it. I was being me.
I mean, I have also heard that he was responsible for OBJ as a former Giants injury in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was his fault. It was his fault too. Mike Lee says, I'm sure he was also in favor of paying Leonard Williams for one good year. I don't know. I didn't stay around. I blocked him because he was stupid. So, you know, people, one day I once went back and read, because evidently they don't get rid of your DMs unless you delete them on Twitter. And I went back once and read some of the things I've said to people. It's like, oh dear Lord. I was like, that was probably mean.
Is that what happens when you go on Twitter before you've had your morning coffee?
I don't want to talk about coffee because the coffee machine at McDonald's was broken for the first time in 10 years. And I normally make my coffee at home, but I decided this morning because we dropped my son off at like a camp thing. And this morning I wanted to, I just wanted some coffee, and so I wasn't going to make any. So I was all excited about having McDonald's coffee because someone was going to make coffee for me, and the fucking machine was broken. I want to see DJ pull a 2-3 wins on his back for the last 2 years. Didn't happen. Decent quarterbacks can do that. You know what? I agree with this because I think a lot of people have misconceptions because everyone talks about how bad the offensive line was. Okay, well, that sucky Burrows guy had one of the worst offensive lines in the league, and I don't know what he did.
One of the worst offensive lines in the history of the league.
History, besides sucking, I don't know what that guy did. I don't know why the hell he's still in the league. Hit that like button, smash that like button. And Frankie S is right. A good quarterback, Dom, and you know this. A good quarterback can give you 2-3 wins. Make a certain play that will allow him to elevate his team.
It's what separates the wheat from the chaff, right? It's what celebrates the wheat from the chaff. It separates the wheat from the chaff, right? Can you do it? Can you not? You've spoken before about Eli Manning. When he had the ball in his hand, you had confidence that you could make that play and win that game. It might not happen every time, but you had confidence. Jones has yet to prove that.
No, but don't worry, he threw that perfect touchdown pass in camp. It's the Dallas curse.
Also, it's not his fault, right? Because he's had 316 offensive coordinators, 17 quarterback coordinators, and at least 16 head coaches in the last 3 years. So, you know.
Yeah, that Herbert, that Duck guy, he had what, 5 offensive coordinators in 5 years, going back to 5 different offensive coordinators. And no, I think it was 6 years going back to college. Nope, not falling for it.
I do love a good fishing expedition.
I'm not falling for it. I'm only ranting for $20 for the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. So if you want to see a rant, donate $10, donate $20 to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Put it in the super chats.
And turn the volume down.
Money. The kids need money. I'm saving my rants now. Mr. Ross, if Jones leaves and the team is better without him, it definitely is the Jones. If Jones leaves, that's a great point. If Jones does leave, and next year, let's say for argument's sake, that Tyrod Taylor wins 8 games, then is the Jones curse real?
I'm not buying a Jones curse, but it could just be that we've got a better quarterback. just putting it out there.
I've said this a million times for Daniel Jones, and I'm going to say it. It's year 4. It's time.
Time to nut up or shut up.
It's time to nut up or shut up. I don't want to hear any more crap. I don't want to hear anything. I want to hear you are in year 4. I want to hear 0 crap. Plain and simple.
I suspect that might be wishful thinking, but
Frankie S says Taylor will replace the OG QB. I don't even know why I call him Taylor. He's the OG QB. will replace DJ by game of the 5th game. I don't think this is as crazy as some people think it is. I really don't.
I think it'll be nearer Halloween, but it's not out of the question.
Well, that'd be October, so that would be around 6 games.
Oh, I thought it was about
season starts in September.
Yeah, I thought it was around week 8. But I'll have a look.
I think Halloween is different here in the States.
Well, it's a tad bigger.
Yes, a little bit. We're gonna celebrate Halloween when you're here. We're gonna go trick or treating. Mazinga says,
"Bang on, week 8 is Halloween."
Oh well, you're so smart. Tim and Dom get 50 likes. They will bring the boom. Yeah, I get 50 likes. I'll bring the boom. I'll give you a rant at 50 likes.
Which is ironic because on Halloween we're playing the Legion of Boom.
Really?
Yeah, in Seattle.
We're playing in Seattle.
Yeah, we can grab some pancakes.
Zach says, did they mistake it for the ice cream machine? Yeah, no, they didn't mistake. Every time you go to McDonald's, the freaking ice cream machine's broken too. Ask my son; he'll tell you. He will tell you. I mean, Online Big Blue Jr. will tell you that the ice cream machine's always broken there. Mike says Taylor is 1-5 in his last 6 starts and 7-7. Well, you can't really blame him. He was on the Texans. He is also more injury prone than Jones. I don't know about that. When someone punctures your lung with a needle, that's not being injury prone. That's just
you mean when the club doctor punctures your lung?
Punctures your lung. I don't call that injury prone. I call that puncturing your lung. I get people who don't like Jones, but Taylor isn't going to save the season. Neither is Jones. And it's not about not liking Jones. It's the same. You know what it is? It's the same thing with Eli Manning. Towards the end of Eli Manning's career, Dom, everyone hated him because they wanted something different. They were tired of vanilla. They wanted Rocky Road. Well, it turned out we got Rocky Road, but Rocky Road had been sitting in the back of the freezer too long, and it's got some freezer bite, got some freezer burn on it. And now we don't want Rocky Road anymore. Now we want Fudge Ripple. Yes, I'm hungry.
I love the food analogy.
Keon says, did they? Yes, they took Bellinger off the pup list. He passed his physical. He's off the pup. You also have Matt from Connecticut on the pup. You got Azeez Ojulari on the non-football injury list. You got a couple of the people. You know who avoided the pup? I think Sterling Shepard. No, Sterling Shepard's on the pup, but Blake Martinez avoided being on the pup list, which is the physically unable to perform list.
Oh, sponsored by Viagra, isn't it?
Hey, Tim's like using a mob when a bullet would suffice. MLBA. What? I don't know. I can't think right now. I'm hungry. Joshua says, great point about Joe Burrows, but fair. I think Dom could have gotten a sack last year. Now, our line was not as bad as people make it out to be. Oh my God. When you hold it.
Go ahead, Carol. Sorry, Carol. Tyrell Taylor's missed 15 games in his career for injury.
That's not bad. How many has Daniel Jones missed in 3 years? Tyrod Taylor has been in the league since Moses. Seems like he's been in there for a long time. Will we got Tea Time with Dom when it comes to the Americas? I've been asking Dom to start his own channel, Tea Time with Dominic Palmer. Bloody good show, bloke. We are going to do a live stream of Dom's here. It's going to be funny because you come in on Friday night.
Yeah.
Which is great because Dom is flying into Philadelphia Friday night. Drum roll, please, at 5:00. Evidently, Dom has never heard of the term rush hour.
Yeah, I have. I'm happy to wait around the airport for a little bit.
Luckily, we take the back ways home. We're not going to have to go through Philadelphia. We're going to take the back way home.
Well, by the time I clear customs and what have you.
Yeah, I know. It'll be like 8:00 at night. Yeah. Mr. Motorcycle says, I wonder where Jones will go after this year if he's released. I'm saying State Farm.
I'm thinking Wall Street.
Wall Street. Okay. Wall Street. Motorcycle, we're going Wall Street. He'll find a spot in the NFL. I'm not worried about Daniel Jones. But Frankie says what? Taylor will not save the season, but keep Dable from embarrassing himself on the team. That's actually a good point. I do think that he will do that. I do think he will do that. That he has a potential of not saving the season, but saving the reputation of the Giants.
Saving his own reputation as well, to somewhat. I mean, no one's expecting a lot of wins. Well, no one sensible is expecting a lot of wins from the team this season. But you also don't want to be going like 2-15. with a horrible interception record and big heavy defeats. But I think there's also something about Tyrod Taylor is probably more akin to the type of a quarterback that he wants to play with, and therefore you start to sort of transition the team towards that with that style of quarterback. That's my view.
I love this name because you know what? You got to put this on the back of the jersey. The Puerto Rican say the Puerto Rican Super Saiyan.
Try saying that when you've had a couple of whiskeys.
Nothing like listening to you guys on my way home from work. Well, I hope you drive safely. Hope you had a good day. Hope you had a good day at work. Mike says, yeah, baby. The Puerto Rican Super Saiyan says every year they saw Jones look good. He is not. If there are 3 years, I've not enough proof. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is either. I really don't know. I mean, like I said, but we're going to say this now, Dom. You don't get too hyped. We've said it. We had a rant. And Dom says it was epic. You have a rant.
Anyone that missed the first 5 minutes or so, go back.
Go back and watch the first 5 minutes after this because we had a rant. We had a rant about Daniel Jones because you know what?
You had a rant. I just told you to go and have a Xanax.
You just started laughing. Daniel Jones is not as good as he looks. Daniel Jones is not as bad as he looks in the first 43 minutes of training camp. This is why I have to go to camp on Friday. And I've said this before, Dom. We said it in the beginning. I'm not going to rant, but we said it in the beginning. There needs to be a bastion of hope and fortitude in the sea of diarrhea that people have in reference to Daniel Jones. You either hate him or you love him off of one throw or one bad throw. And people are like, well, you're Daniel Jones fans. No, I'm just saying, even if you love him or you hate him, give the kid a break. Give him a chance. Either way.
Are you addressing the seesaws there? It's what I'm calling a whole segment of our fan base now. The seesaws. We look amazing. We look terrible. Rubbish. We look great. We look rubbish.
But it's all within the first minute and a half. Hey, Mr. Authentic, what's up? Mr. Authentic says, what's up, fellas? If you don't know Mr. Authentic, he's also a giant content creator. He has the show with The Beard, Washington Redskin fan, because you know what? I'm not going to say Commanders because that is the dumbest name ever. I like the Wild Dog. I
still can't believe you convinced me. But it was one of my dumbest moments.
Dom had it was Red Dogs. I think it was Red Dogs.
I can't remember what it was. I think it was Wild Dogs. I don't think it was
Wild Dogs or it was Red Dogs. No, I think it was Red Dogs because I had Dom convinced on a stream once, on a podcast once, that there were a band of roaming wild dogs throughout the city of DC, which is why they wanted to call them the Wild Dogs. And I had it going for like a good couple of minutes until I had to let them off the hook. Zach says
you had me going longer than the beard, which is going some.
Stop eating the jelly babies.
Zach put them in the cupboard.
Zach says MOAB is a mother of all bombs. Well, just write that.
I was seeing it come through the chat. I have no idea.
Just write that. That's like what people. That's why people send me shit on Twitter. Not Twitter. When they text me. And it's like, yeah, we'll see you at the 47 LQ659. And then I got to go look up what the hell they're talking about. Mr. Authentic says James Williams in his house. James Williams will be there on the field for the 40-yard bomb August 21st with the Dahmer, with OGR Sports, doing it for charity. Going to be dropping it in the bucket from 40 yards out after the game. Be there. If you're going to the game on the 21st, come down to the first rows because I will be on the field with Dom, OGR, and James Williams. James Williams is going to stand 5 yards deep in the end zone. I'm going to stand at the 35 and drop a perfect pass.
And James, whatever you do, don't drop it.
If you drop it, James. If you drop it, James, I'll tell you what's good. James, the big Don Juan, Big Tim, we're all in the house. Let's see what Mike had to say. Taylor got hurt with the Texans, Chargers, and the Browns. It's just as bad. This Taylor love reminds me of the Giants saying that Fromm was going to come in and be the face of the franchise. I never said that. I said that when Dom, what did I say? Fromm looked like an NFL quarterback until he hiked the ball.
Yeah, you also said that he wasn't. It would rapidly go downhill after his first game, and well, it did.
And I said he threw like a girl. I felt kind of bad. I feel kind of bad about that. Tom is in his house. He goes, Timmy. I got Zach Attack saying, what's up? Let's say, Darren, leave it to Beavers. Yeah, Wally Beaver. Not Wally. Yeah, Wally Beaver passed away today. Let's see. Put Dom on SEPTA. No, I'm not putting Dom on SEPTA. It's an experience and an eye-opening experience. No, I'm not putting you on Dom, I'm not putting you on mass transit here. When you get here to the UK, James Lee says, hits a like button.
I was more worried about what some poor Scepter was going to have to put up with.
No, we'll be fine. Eli's first 2 years were horrible. No, actually, Eli's first year was horrible. Like DJ, who we love, two Super Bowls, but not the Hall of Fame material with an 1883. Let's not forget about that. You know what? I've said this many times. Quarterbacks get too much of the praise and they get too much of the blame. I don't think it's fair to give the quarterback. Because we've said this before with Pat Shurmur, his first season. The Giants lost 4 out of 5 games with under 2 minutes left after Eli gave them the lead. Yes, and one of them was on a 60-plus yard field goal, but they lost 4 out of 5 games. So how's that Eli's fault? He gave the team the lead 5 times under 2 minutes. You should win at least half those games. Eli may have.
You know why we lost those games, though, don't you?
Why? The
curse of Daniel Jones. Yeah.
Daniel Jones curse.
Yeah.
Eli may have fumbled trying to slide, but he never fell flat on his face while running untouched in a straight line. that's not wrong.
Well, not since he learned to walk, anyway.
Not since he learned how to walk. What does the team do if Daniel Jones? This is a good question. What does the team do if Daniel Jones? Let's say, Dom, you look so serious, says James. Let's say, we only have 25 likes. I'm not talking until we hit 30. You're going to have to deal with Dom.
This is where I talk now.
No. Hell no. If Jones throws 30 touchdowns, how many interceptions does he have? How many yards did he run for? What's his completion percentage?
And also, do we have to get chairs out for the rest of the team so we don't fall over?
Yeah, we probably would. James says Kyler Murray plays Call of Duty instead of studying film, and look how much better his raw talent is compared to the guy who's picked 6 overall behind him. Facts over feelings. I did a quote. We got the porn back. Oh my God. I keep blocking this guy. He must really like me because he keeps coming back. There we go. And I block him and somehow he always comes back. I said this on a post today to James Williams. I said, Kyler Murray plus no studying equals talent. I said, Daniel Jones plus studying equals no talent. It's all about talent. Sometimes talent. Roy Hobbs' father said it a million times. I keep saying, no, talent's not enough, Roy. You got to have something else besides talent. And I think Kyler's learning that's why they put all those stipulations in his contract. But like I said,
I love that. He's got to do 4 hours of study a week. How will he live?
I don't know. Captain. It's Admiral Mutombo. I promoted him. He's no longer Captain Mutombo. He's now Admiral Mutombo. I got a call in from work today. Missed my first experience at MetLife today. It is better to wait up closer to the preseason to get the training camp experience. I'm going to training camp on Friday. I mean, it doesn't matter when you go to training camp. Training camp. But I'm going Friday. So you see me do this. I'll try not to yell at people. Frank, wait, Tim. A break after 3 years of horrible football. I'm not saying give him. This is the thing. I'm not saying give him a break. I'm saying everyone needs to give him a break. If you love him or if you hate him, just give him a break. Just let him. I've got to be me. Just let him be me. Not me, because he would be awesome.
You're not saying that the last 3 years doesn't matter. You're not saying that he's going to change or anything like that. What we are saying is this is a guy that is going to lead our football team this year, whether we like it or not, and therefore we might as well give him the best possible chance to see what he can do, whether that's here or elsewhere, because he's leading this football team whether we like it or not. But chances are he's not coming back next year.
Chances are he's not coming back.
And to be honest with you, that's probably the right thing for everyone if he doesn't come back next year.
I agree. You know what I meant to say? All right, I have 8 tickets for Friday's preseason. Not preseason, for Friday's. I wonder how it's called. The hell's it called? Training. Thank you. I got 8 tickets. So that means I can give away 4. So if you want to go to training camp, email me at tim@onlineBigBlue.com, tim@onlineBigBlue.com. And first people that email me, I will give away those tickets. Because I don't know why they gave me 8. So I got 4. I asked for 4. I got 8. So if anyone wants to go, please do it. The Puerto Rican Super Saiyan. I'm changing my name, but I'm hoping Daniel Jones balls out, but I just don't see it. I don't know. It's going to be tough. And you should the Puerto Rican Super Saiyan. You're driving. Stop texting while unless you're doing text to speech. Mike Lentzman, what effect of the injuries neck injury may linger? We already have a quarterback before the injuries that almost never came off his first read. What do you think in reference to the injury? Do you think there's going to be any ill effect? Because today's practice dumb. I didn't see anything that bothered him with that neck.
I mean, having extensive medical training, I can tell you that I haven't a clue. But no, I mean, we probably know by the end of camp whether he's got any after effects, because he should be able to go through the full reads and things. I was concerned about the neck before he started to come back play. I'm less bothered now, although I would be concerned if he got a knock to it, how that will affect him. But I think he's going to be getting that ball out quick. I think Dave was going to want him to. I think it's good. I think
it's going to be a short 3-step drop.
Yeah,
short pass. Not a West Coast, but a short drop and run heavy.
Yeah, I think so too. So I don't think there'll be a problem with the neck. I did think there was going to be a problem with the neck. I've said before, I wouldn't be shocked if Taylor starts week 1 because of Daniel Jones's neck. It was a genuine concern for his well-being rather than for the team. Right. But he does seem that all is well. But we haven't also had him being hit in camp yet. So let's see how that holds up.
I love this one on Frankie S. Give me a break. I don't know how many years I have left before dirt nap. I'm tired of waiting, GD. And that's a curse. Well, it's not a curse, but it's taking the Lord's name in vain. We don't do that in here. We're very religious. You could tell by the way I curse at people and tell them to shut up.
I was going to say, we don't take the Lord's name in vain. We just swear.
We just swear a lot. 40 yards and the touchdown. James, you drop it. Do you believe, Dom, there is still speculation that I can't throw the ball 40 yards? That there is still
because you're doing the speculating.
That there's still no. We were on a stream. You weren't on the stream. I think it was Sunday. I think it was Sunday or maybe I forget what day it was. But there's speculation still that I can't throw the ball 40 yards. That I'm going to embarrass myself on Giants Stadium, and I call it Giants Stadium. It's not MetLife. That I'm going to embarrass myself.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
That's right. Be there August 21st. Zach says Mr. Authentic working. Zach got a girlfriend. Big props. I'm trying to get her to subscribe to the show. Got a girlfriend. I need to convert to a full-time Giants fan. Just have her watch this show. Someone said to me in a text message, not a text message, a DM the other day.
If he gets her to watch this show, he's gonna get his ass dumped so quick. Zach, don't do that.
All right, Zach, don't get her to watch the show. Don't get her to watch the show. Someone DM'd me the other day, and it was funny because I was just joking around with this guy, and he goes to me, could you imagine if you took your confidence and bravado and gave it to Daniel Jones? I would, and I said to him, well, the problem was if I did that, he better play well, because like with Joe Judge, you can't have this attitude and fail. So that's
right. You can. He's called Ryan Tannehill.
Hey-o. Admiral Matumbo says, can Adoree perform worse than last season? Who is going to have the most interceptions on the squad? I think Adoree played well enough last year to be a CB2. He did. He played. I think his Pro Football Focus rating, courtesy of Chris Collinsworth, was like 72.5, up from 55.6 from last year. Luckily, these stats just roll off of my head. I think McKinney is going to have the most interceptions.
That was the most impressive thing about that was you remembered it. Or said it with enough confidence that it actually sounded true.
You know what the problem is.
I'll let the viewers decide.
The problem is, that's what people say to me. I can just say shit, but I say it with confidence. I think who do you think is going to have the most interceptions? I don't think Adoree's going to perform well at the CB1 position, but who do you think is going to have the most interceptions now?
It wouldn't surprise me if someone like McKinney getting a few there. But honestly, I don't expect anyone to have a high number of interceptions this year. I think it will be spread amongst the team if we get them. But I think, to be honest with you, I think probably a lot of sacks are going to come rather than interceptions. I mean, you'd expect to see more of that. But yeah, I'm going to go with McKinney. How about you?
I already said McKinney.
Oh, didn't hear you say that.
Unless you can pretend to feign interest in the show. Dominic D says, "What's up, everyone?" James Williams says, "Dom looks so serious." You look so serious, Dom. That's a 500 quarterback where I come from. Yeah, it is. Mazinga says, what does Mazinga say? Poppycocker Sponsors is back. Yes, Dom, and we're all going to be at Dom, James Williams, OGR Sports, and I are going to be at the game August 21st in the Coaches Club. We have one ticket to give away. August 5th. There's a lot of stipulations, but we're giving away that Coaches Club ticket. What do you think, Tom?
Chardonnay's terribly excited. She's hoping to win.
Mike Lopez Jr. says, is Barkley getting traded mid-season? It depends if the wheels have fallen off the bus. If the Giants are down, playing. Right. If the Giants
depends
are
on who needs a running back.
Let's say the Giants are 1-7. I mean, you're not going to keep Bark. You're not going to keep him. You're going to try to get him for assets. And he's going to be a rental. So, I mean, Damian Jackson says,
what would you say if Barkley's having a good season, but we're still 1-7 as you come up to the deadline, and a team is desperate, team's in the playoff hunt and is desperate for a quality?
I want a first rounder. I want a first rounder, and I want a 4th and a 7th.
And David Putney.
I want goddamn David Putney because I goddamn feel like it.
I neither of us have ever seen the movie either. I mean, what do you really think? What do you really think?
I want a first rounder. I want a 4th and a 7th if I'm trading Barkley. But I'm not trading Barkley yet. Damian Jackson says, what is up? What's up, Damian? Damian Jackson, one of my favorite subscribers as well. Everyone's my favorite subscriber because, you know, we're all having fun here. I will be at training camp out there on Friday. So, Mark, I don't know if Mark, did you mention you're going out on Friday, training camp? I'm going now just because I think you said you were going to do it. Damian says, are we 0-4 yet, Tim? Are we 0-4 yet?
I thought we were going 19-0 this season. That's what I saw on Twitter earlier.
19-0, that's right. 22. We're going 22-0. Nikki's in his house. Hello, everyone. This is Tim with Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Try doing that.
Did you used to be a Colombian football commentator?
You mean goal? Yes. How is this bot back? I put him in timeout. I block him. Listen, if anyone's looking for hot naked women, go to this guy's thing because you know what? I got to give him all the credit in the world. He keeps coming back. He keeps coming back. He's persistent. Mr. Authentic says, I'm giving you 38 yards. 40.
You're going to be so pissed if you throw 38.
I throw 38.
If you throw it 2 yards short of James Williams, you're going to
if I get 38 yards, I'm going to be like this. Whoa, I'm going to pop and lock. I'm at 38. DJ is like a secured credit card. No chance of going up. All the chances of going down. Who is Tyrod Taylor's backup? Davis Webb. You know, we did not see one thing. We did not see one thing about Davis Webb today or Tyrod Taylor. Or did we? Did we see anything about how they performed today? Because once again, the Giants media was controlling the narrative. I got a bone to pick with the Giants again. I got a bone to pick, Tom. You want to hear my bone?
I'd rather hear it than see it.
You want to hear my bone?
That's what she said.
They had the opening press conference today for Shane and Dable. The opening press conference, right? The opening training camp. For years, it's been live. It's been televised. It's been on YouTube. They didn't do it again. The Giants, again, controlling the media narrative, did not even play the press conference for opening of training camp live. Why?
So they can edit it.
Thank you.
And also, Giants... I thought Tyrod Taylor's backup is Daniel Jones. Or was that November?
That's November. Giants 3-4 says, Tim, we know you can throw 40 yards. You have to check you for peds. There is no performance enhancing drugs here. None whatsoever. I am taking BCBAs, and I'm also on a protein shake after my workouts. So all natural, Dom. All natural.
We're not on your bone still, are we? Just checking.
No, we're not. We're not. Mike Glenn says,
that's a relief.
where do you think the secondary will rank? Here's the thing about the secondary, Dom. Darnay Holmes had a great interception today, so that means he's going to be a Pro Bowler. Because we don't need to see anything else. You have a host of people trying to compete for the CB2 position. You have one open safety position. You're not 100% sold on Adoree Jackson. That's Adoree. I mean, if you think about it,
I'm not sold on him as CB1. I mean, CB2, I'm absolutely fine with Jackson.
I'm more sold on him as CB4. Some people get that reference. You have an attacking style defense that I do not think the Winker is going to get away from. The best thing about the first part of the season is your defense should be ahead of your offense. The defense should be ahead of offenses for the first couple of weeks. And I think now with the shortened, condensed preseason, that's going to be more of the case. So I think the Giants defense might start off strong early, but I've said this, my concern is you are going to find a professional quarterback is going to come and face the Giants and rip the team apart and shred the team. That's what I get concerned about. Because the fact that if they pick up the blitz, there could be severe ramifications and issues in reference to that. So I'm thinking
that secondary is going to get exposed bad quite quick.
But I never answered the question. I'm thinking the secondary is going to be in the low 20s. 32 teams. I'm saying 22nd. You're supposed to say something here.
Oh, I was thinking about 25, so I don't think we're too far off. But I'm British, so we're pessimistic about everything.
That's true. Mr. Authentic says, how many losses before we see Tyrod Taylor? This is what I'm thinking with Tyrod. This is what I'm thinking. If Daniel Jones goes 0-4 and looks horrid, Tyrod's starting game 5.
I think week 8.
Week 8?
I think week 8.
Week 8, okay. I like week. I'm saying, but he has got to play poorly. And I get massively concerned going back to the Dable press conference, going back to his words of the fact that we're basically starting from scratch. That with Daniel Jones, we are starting from scratch. That we are going to teach him things, he's going to learn things, and then we're going to augment on the things that he does well. But he's gonna be learning in process.
So the reason I think it's week 8.
Tell me why you think it's week 8.
I think it's week 8. Sorry, for 2 reasons. One, I think that Dable can say, "Hey, look, I gave the guy that a lot of the fan base loves a real shot." Secondly, Seattle aren't that great. If you can't win that game, then you're probably done. But most importantly, I think you then go into the bye. That gives you 2 weeks to switch over your quarterback and go, "Hey, it's Tyrod's show now," and give Tyrod the reps in practice, and you switch over at that point.
Zach Attack says 5. Hey Zach, what's your girlfriend see? Hey, what does she say? So I need a new subscriber. just Zach, just tell her. Just tell her you got to just go on just to see the hair. I'll probably be wearing a hat on Friday, guys, so don't anyone get too upset. Julian Love will be the leader in team interceptions. Julian Love reminds me of Terrell Thomas. Terrell Thomas played corner. So Julian Love's going to play safety. Terrell Thomas's career is short because of
Julian Love's going to play the bench.
Julian Love got benched last year. People seem to forget he got benched last year and only came back due to via injury. Mike Lee. I haven't seen a Mike Lee comment in a little bit. Mike Lee says, Kenny G, see Tim's throws a perfect pass, then turn to Daniel Jones. And Daniel Jones asks him, why can't you do that while pointing at Tim? Hello. I expect a big turnout on the 21st time. I expect
You haven't got Kenny. You haven't got Kenny G catching for you, have you? Just checking.
No, you haven't got Kenny G.
Oh,
We have James
quite
Williams
read
making the
it.
catch. You probably won't get a first rounder for Barkley. You asked me what I wanted for Barkley. I want a first rounder. If that's the case, I want a first rounder for Barkley because if he's rocking out, that's what I want. J Sports Cars, Tim is going to be the new backup quarterback, a la Tim Hasselbeck. Tim Hasselbeck was bald. Look at this shit. Okay, I'm not saying nothing. Oh my goodness.
I mean, if Tim had an Instagram account, he'd be raking it in with that hair.
People want me to have an Instagram account, but I don't want to do that. I can barely make Twitter work.
You can't. I had to send you Google instructions as how to do something.
You had to send me Google instructions on how to use Twitter. Mark Thompson from Barbados. What's going on, Mark? Hey, Tim. Hey, Dom. Now arriving. Good to see the duo again. Guess who's back? Back again. When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie, that's amore, or an amore eel.
That's
adore. I know, but I liked it. I like that. Irish Rover is in the house. What's up, Irish Rover? How you doing, my friend? Codename Pizza Junior says absolutely not. I don't know where absolutely not, but I'm going to agree with you. No, hell no. See how easy I am? I'm such a nice guy. Even if he plays poorly, he'll play the entire season if he is healthy. Daniel Jones, I don't think so.
Not if he plays poorly. Why would you?
Why would you play him? He had the wonderful pass today to Kadarius Toney, so that just makes everything all right. But why would you play him? I got a question. And I'm going to read through all these comments because that's just what I do. But I got a question. And I got a question for the people in the chat. The 42 people and only 31 likes. That's not math. That doesn't seem right.
That's math that even Tim can do.
That's math I can do. If there was 42 people and there's 31 likes, that means we should have 97 likes. Okay. Here's a question for the chat. And we have now been into not preseason, training camp for 4 hours. What do we want to see? But they put the pads on Monday. We're going to be hitting on Monday, and I can't go Monday because I got an appointment. But we're putting the pads on Monday. What do we want to see happen on Monday? What's the thing that with the full contact that we as Giant fans who have been waiting since last year want to see this team do? Or is there something we want to see them accomplish? Is there one thing that sticks in your craw that says, I want to see X? I know what I want to see. Dom, do you have something you want to see?
I just want to see. I mean, for me, it's about the individual players this year, and about trying to get some kind of team cohesion going. But I think from training camp, what you want to see is some of the depth pieces proving that they can be decent players, because that gives you a confidence going forward.
Okay, Dom already got too boring for me. I want to see. Oh, look, you see Phil Simms in the background. I want to see the offensive line have some kind of gel and some kind of cohesiveness. That's what I want to see, Dom. I want to see the line. I don't want people to see it in my house. It's bad enough Dom's going to have to see it. I want to see a cohesive. I want to see a simpatico cohesive relationship, a unit of this wonderful unit who we don't know who the right guard is going to be. You got Evan Neal, John Feliciano, the Glowinski, and Andrew Thomas. I want to see them hold up against the pass rush. I want to see them hold up against the wink attack.
Do you think that's going to happen by the end of training camp? Because I think that's going to take several weeks into the season for that to come together. I think for that to happen, they've got to pick their starters quite quickly and get them playing significant.
Well, technically they have all the starters, but except the right guard. It's going to be either Max Garcia, it could be Shane Lemieux, or Joshua.
Yeah, I think they need to pick that very quickly right now, as in tomorrow or Monday when they stop in the pattern.
Because you need to start building this cohesive unit. And that's what I
play reps every time together. None of this mixing it up a bit.
That's Naked's back. All right, guys, just go buy this porn. And I don't know how I keep blocking this person repeatedly. I don't know how they keep coming back. But that's what I want to see. I want to see a cohesive unit. I want to see a star, and it doesn't even have to be great, but I want to see them build on to something. That's what I want to see, Dom.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive line is where everyone's got a lot of hope and expectation going into the season. It's going to you'd think it's going to be better than last year, but yeah, I don't think that will happen fully by the end of camp. But
No, I
if
don't
it
think I have
improves,
fully by the camp, but
if it improves, then sure, great.
I want to see it. I
But it's
want to
worrying
see
if
a
it doesn't.
start. I want to see a start because Wink is going to bring the heat, especially when they go on 11-on-11 drills. He's going to bring the heat, especially when they're not scripting their plays. He's going to bring the heat.
If they can stand up to that, I know that not necessarily our defense is necessarily the best defense in the league, but if they can stand up to that with no prep, then yeah, that is really, really encouraging.
That'll be encouraging. Codename Pizza Jr. If we're 0-8, maybe, but if he's 3-5, no. If Daniel Jones is 3-5, he's still going to start. Unless Daniel Jones is 3-5 and has played horrid and the defense is carrying him, we're losing some games. Then they'll bring in Tyrod Taylor. Tim, are you the new Tim Hasselbeck? No, I'm the new me. Oh my goodness!
I love your confidence.
Some people are like, I just wish it was you, just for a day. And I actually had to warn Dom, because those that do not know, Dom, of course, is coming from the UK to go to the game with us. And, and we were talking to my wife about it. And I was talking to Dom before we started the show. And I said, my wife just wanted to, this was a couple days ago too, just wanted to remind Dom that what you see on the camera is not me. It is the watered down version of me. So she's like, he needs to be prepared. The rant is probably more me.
I'll be fine.
You'll be fine. James survived.
Yep, and he survived with a big old dog sitting on him.
It's gonna be big. That's what she said. I'm changing my answer. DJ will lead the team in interceptions. Ayo. I like that one. That was a good one. Mike Glenn said Dan Jones would be a good Arena League quarterback. Let me tell you about Arena League quarterbacks. I have experience in the Arena League. That was not an easy position to play. Quarterback's not easy position to play anyways, but playing in the Arena League, man, that shortened field, that limited protection, that rush, they look at Kurt Warner. He rebuilt his career on the Arena League. Mike Lee says he wants to see no serious injuries. We asked a question. The question was, why do we only have 38 likes? I was pretending to see how frozen. Dom didn't fall for that one. That was a good one, though. I like no serious.
Do you know what? Ironically, I was pretending I was frozen.
I know you were. I say no serious injuries as well. That's actually another good thing. I'd like to see that first week after contact. Damian Jack says DJ's gone. That's it. I can only have one wish. Pretty simple. Ben says big push up front. Ben wants to see a big push up front. Is that something? I mean, that's what I mean. I kind of want to see the defense excel that first practice on Monday, Dom, because they're usually ahead of the offense, but I also don't want to see it because I then would be concerned about the offensive line.
I wouldn't necessarily be concerned about that early on, because I think, I'm expecting the offensive line to struggle. And as you say, defense is normally ahead of offense at this time. I think you'd be worrying more in a couple of weeks' time if that's still the case. But I think there's a lot of intriguing things going into this camp. We might not be good, but I think there's a lot of intriguing stuff around this camp.
I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot of intrigue in this camp. I really do. Mr. Albert says once Daniel Jones is gone, he can leave and play cornhole for all I care. I don't understand this cornhole thing. I understand the game cornhole, but I don't understand why everyone keeps talking about Daniel Jones and cornhole. Was this something on Twitter or YouTube or something that I missed?
I don't know what cornhole is.
Cornhole is a game where you have two things on each side, and you throw it into you have like bean bags and you throw it into the holes.
It doesn't sound like he can throw it accurately enough, so it might be a struggle.
Hey, Frank says, "Oh wait, I want to see Jimmy G at quarterback, and the quarterback who can produce 2 to 3 wins himself." Not happening with DJ. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But what else does people want to see this first week? I want to see our edge rush and see our defense play well against the O line. Yeah.
I mean, look, the edge rush is going to be exciting this year, like no question, right?
I hope it's going to be. No, I hope it's going to be exciting this year. I hope it's going to be exciting this year.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I should slightly rephrase that. We are all hoping it's going to be exciting, and in theory, with the scheme, it's going to be. It's whether we can execute that scheme effectively enough. But it should be exciting.
The other issue I have is you have a lot of players that people think are going to be defensive ends already listed as outside linebackers.
You were talking about this earlier in terms of actually who can hold that line.
That's a big issue in a 3-4.
Who can stop that off tackle right, off tackle left?
That is a big issue. If you look at the 86 Giants going way back, you had Leonard Marshall on one side and you had George Martin on the other side. George Martin was 4,968 years old, but he understood the concept of helping to stretch out the play, or so he could move them into either Carl Banks and Lawrence Taylor on the outside. It's the same thing. Leonard Marshall played the run much better than people ever give him credit for. So I'm just curious, who is going to step in to maintain that edge in a true 3-4 defense that Wink really likes running. Go back and watch Wink's film. Don't watch 2021, watch 2020 and 2019 when he had his stellar defenses. Watch that to see exactly who is going to be X player on this team that can maintain the edge. Mike Glenn says, I want to see Robinson making some big plays because if he can't do it in practice, very unlikely he'll do it in games. Yeah, but I mean, there's some certain players that just aren't practice guys either. So, I mean,
and vice versa.
I would like to see him excel because we didn't really get a lot of Wan'Dale Robinson sightings today, did we, Dom? I didn't see much information about Wan'Dale.
Oh, no. I mean, I didn't see a lot on him. It was all about Tony from the wide receiver group.
It was Tony. It was Tony and the great catch.
I must, yeah. And it was a nice catch, to be fair, but
it was a nice catch. It was a great catch. It was a bad throw. It was a good catch.
Yeah. I thought
if you want to be honest,
I thought he was actually talking about Aaron Robinson here, which I think you can probably state the same for, because I expect Robinson to start a CB2. So,
hold on, I'm trying to see what's going on here. I'm trying to see what the.
Are you trying to order your dinner again?
My account wasn't working here. No, I don't see anything. I'm trying to see. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I'm blind. I can't see. Dom.
Maybe his surname is secretly Crusoe, and he was put on an island today, and that's why there's no information about him. I know that was terrible, right? I'll get my coat.
We're gonna go to the super chat from Pimp named Slickback. I always love his photos. Thank you for the super chat. All super chats go to Philadelphia Children's Hospital. How's it going, fellas? Training camp is hot. I logged on to Twitter, and it appears the Giants are now going 15-2, winning the Super Bowl. I'm excited. Pimp named Slickback. You need to go back and watch the first 5 minutes, Tom?
Yeah.
You have to go back and watch the first 5 minutes of this podcast, whatever this live. You got to go back and watch the first 5 minutes because you know what? You will more than get your $5 worth. Because Dom went on an epic rant.
Yeah, without moving my lips.
Without moving his lips. I will be at training camp on Friday. I have 4 tickets. If you would like some of the tickets, you just email me at tim@onlineBigBlue.com, tim@onlineBigBlue.com. The first people that email me and ask for the tickets, I will give the tickets to. I have to laugh about Twitter though. Should I say this?
You might as well. It's your channel.
Okay. Tom said it was okay. There are people on Twitter that are doing like contests for preseason tickets, doing contests for tickets for training camp. Now, mind you, these tickets were free. So people are having contests to give away free tickets that were, drumroll please, already free. Is that really a contest now?
I mean, they can do what they like, but it seems a bit daft to me.
Thank you, daft. Dom says it's daft, so stop doing it. I'm giving away a ticket to sit with us on August 21st in the Coaches Club.
Where are these contests for these free tickets?
I see them on Twitter pop up all the time.
It's suddenly looking more appealing.
Yeah.
Don't have to sit next to you.
You can also sit in the parking lot.
That's where I am on the 19th.
Pimp said Slickback. I've said this before. I I got to stay off Twitter. You have to stay off Twitter as well. Just go back and watch the rant. Go back and watch it because you know what? It was epic. Let me see here. Let's get to a couple of people we haven't gotten to here yet. Bob Hill says, I was younger. Cornhole was something entirely different. Me too, Bob. Me too, Bob. Me too. We're not gonna go.
I don't think I need to ask on that one.
we're a family show. Jason said Saquon game breaker winner. That's always good. Tim, I know likes are organic, but trying to get likes here is like pulling teeth. It is like pulling teeth. I got 41 freaking likes. And you know what? I'm gonna let the naked guy come back. There, I'm going to let him come back. I block him. I put him in timeout. I don't know what else to do.
Oh, not me. Sorry. I realized.
Motorcycle 365. If you don't know, we had a question. It was a good question, too, I thought, Dom. What do you guys want to see that first Monday? Monday is when we put on the pads. Monday is when we hit somebody. What do you guys want to see that first Monday? What is, if you're going to go to training camp, what do you want to see? What do you want to see happen? Chris says, I was watching on my TV and had to log into my computer to come in to give you a like. Chris Fees, man, that's what I call, you know what, Chris? You get the online big blue clap because that's I don't know, Don. What would you call that? That's
a sympathy like.
That was a sympathy like. I appreciate. My God, I do think it was a sympathy like, but I appreciate that, Chris. Kenny G's Chris Motorcycle says, I want to see Kenny G do something on Monday.
Who comes out of camp with more TDs, Andrew Thomas or Kenny Golladay?
They're never going to count because they don't count interceptions at camp either. Admiral Mutombo says second best giant linebacker in NFL history. Second best giant linebacker in NFL. Well, Lawrence Taylor is number one. I'm going to go a lot. I'm a big fan of Carl Banks, but I got to go Sam Huff. Got to go a little old school there. Got to go a little retro. Mr. Roberts says, oh, you guys didn't know Daniel Jones signed a 3-year deal in a cornhole league after playing in the minor leagues. One of the people he played in the minor leagues, Sam Darnold. I have no idea what this, I have no idea, Dom. I don't get this. Dom, look at, where's Zach?
I think they might be suggesting that Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold aren't very good. Let me have a look at what this cornhole thing is.
Look up what this cornhole.
If this comes up with something rude, then you guys are all not my friends. Oh, okay. It's like a game. Like you have like.
I know what cornhole is, but I don't understand the Daniel Jones cornhole. I'm over it now, Dom. I'm already bored. I'm already bored. I don't want to hear it. I'm already bored. Mr. Authentic says, not a bad throw, not a great throw, but a bad throw. Yeah, but not a bad throw. I like the placement. The placement to me was about 2 yards outside of the end zone. And it was a great catch by Kadarius Toney. And everyone knows how much I love Kadarius Toney. Actually, Mr. Authentic, they have open tickets back up again a couple times to get the tickets. So they still are free. So you can go back. And the Giants, if you do not subscribe to their email, they will tell you when the tickets are available because they have released. They also released more tickets to FanFest as well. So that's actually not 100% accurate. Irish Rover says, I want to see the edge rush. I want to see Wink's defense go up against the O-line. I think so too. I mean, that's what I want. That's what I want to see. I want to see. I want to see if the pressure is there. Dom?
It's two of the key things this year about whether we're going to be good or not. Can the O-line hold up and can we generate a rush? Because last year we generated no pressure on the quarterback whatsoever.
No, none whatsoever. None whatsoever. Let's see. Hey,
Sorry, I lie. We did put pressure on the quarterback once. He was running free on his own, and we managed to put pressure on him. And he fell over. Admittedly, the pressure was from his own. That was from Daniel Jones on himself.
Don't pick on Daniel Jones. Stop right now. RFFD, what's going on, my friend? Tim, it looks like your search history is showing up again with the naked ladies ads. I really don't want to bring this up, but I actually pay them to come onto the channel. They're paid advertisers. I only pretend that I don't like them. They're paid advertisers. If it's the only throw he can make, you know what? It's like I said, guys. I'm not a Dan Jones hater. I'm not a Dan Jones fan, but just give him a break either way.
It's day one as well.
It's day one. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. It is what it is. I mean, it's all it is. You read the Evan Ingram comment?
Yeah.
J-Fed says, I'm excited for the season. Can't wait. Very optimistic. Me too. I'm very optimistic as well. I'm going to put you in timeout. Put you in timeout. Not you.
Excited by the season.
You got to be excited by the season because the season's starting. This is going to be great. This is going to be awesome. I mean, it's, and I said, this is one of the years that in the Annals of Giants history that you don't care. You shouldn't care what your win-loss record's even going to be. I mean, right, Dom?
Not this year. Not this year. But normally the game is about wins and losses. Not this year for us. This year's about building.
Right. You could expand on that, but that's okay.
I just wanted to watch you type.
I'm typing an email to somebody. I multitask. I hope Evan Ingram drops a pass against us when he plays when we play the Jags. I get worried that Evan Ingram, yes, he wears number 17. He wears number 17 and he dropped a pass. So like the Daniel Jones situation, he's either sucks or he's the greatest player ever. But they never show if he actually caught the ball in training camp. And I assume he has.
If Ingram's going to score 2 touchdowns against us, I can see it coming now.
Oh, you know what's going to happen. You know that. These are the things you can book this right now. If anyone out there has got a pencil and a piece of paper, book this right now. And if you're watching me and Dom on the TV, go on the computer like Chris Peace did and like first, and then you can watch it on the TV. That's pretty awesome to watch it on TV. Look, Dom, we're on TV. Dom and Tim, we're on TV. They get likes, drop the
I'll take it.
We'll break. I've already said that we hit 50 likes. I will have another rant. It was either 50 likes or a $20 contribution to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. I will give you another rant because I got another rant. Mr. Alvarez says,
we better get to 50 because I want to hear the second rant.
Mr. Alvarez says, I hope Ingram balls out so that we know it was a quarterback, not him. I'm going to tell you this right now. This is going to be, I forgot to tell people, write this down. Get a pen and paper out and write this down right now. Okay? Ryan Tannehill will get hurt week 1. Malik Willis will come in, score 2 touchdowns, and beat the Giants. And then Evan Ingram, to Dom's point, will score 2 touchdowns against the Giants and beat them on a last-second touchdown. Write it down. Because that has been the Giants' luck for the last, how many years now, Dom? 10?
I mean, it was one winning season in like 11 years or something now, isn't it?
1 winning season in 11 years. Big Blue Forever says, where will you be at training camp? I'm going to be on the field. I'm going to be practicing
out the quarterback room.
I'll be in the quarterback room working out, getting ready for my big 40-yard throw. I don't know where I'll be. Walking around. Trust me. You'll know it's me. You'll know it's me. Mazinga says, our dude Tim is winning.
It'd be like one of those guys with a sign above his head pointing with an arrow.
Someone once said to me, they're like, you have like this aura around you that you just know when you come into the room. I said, yeah, because I'm fucking loud.
I was just gonna say, in fairness, if you can't hear him, if you can't see him, you'll soon hear him.
You can say, my wife goes to me the other day, you're really loud. It's like you've been married to me for how many years now? And you just figuring out I'm really loud. Mr. Alvarez says there's a video of him dropping passes. Yes, there is a video of Evan Ingram dropping passes already, but it was 1 pass. Giants 34 says, I want to see if the offense doesn't have a lot of motion and screens. I also want to see where they are going to line up Saquon when passing. I'm going to tell you this right now. They're going to run the option. They're going to run the wishbone. They are going to have at one point in time Saquon Barkley flanked by Wan'Dale Robinson, Kadarius Toney, Kenny G on the outside position, and then we're going to get some kind of option play. I know it sounds crazy. And Dom is sitting there watching the light counter. I could see it. He's like, we're at 49 still. Hit that 50 likes because I want to hear what the rant is going to be. I'm gonna have to make it 51 likes. Huh? See, I knew you just checked it. But I do think that's gonna happen. You have to somehow get this. You have two players that are similar talents. One's a Smurf, one's a rapper. I should rephrase that. One's an alleged rapper. So, but they each have similar skill sets. So we kind of have to hope.
I think
I've heard his rap. I've heard his rhymes. He's an alleged rapper.
He's a wannabe.
Wannabe's too much.
He wannabe, and he's left his zig hour at home.
Wannabe is too much. I'm a has been and I never was. But you know what? I'm a better rapper than Kadarius Toney. Let's see here. Let's see. RF says one reason I dislike Gettleman was he cut so many good, decent talent depth pieces. That's actually a good point. He really has, such as Adams. Yeah, he really did. He really did. If you take a look at Gettleman's career, he really did relieve this team of depth, and had what some people refer to as depth players as starters, but he never had anyone behind them, and he would let them go. And I did a video last year, and then that video, Dom, was the number of people who had left the Giants over the last 5 or 4 years during Gettleman's tenure and turned around and found success elsewhere and made Super Bowls and won Super Bowls. Andrew Adams was one of them.
Well, two former Giants at least this year played in the Super Bowl.
Right. Exactly. J-Fed says, only you would give the hot rake. Lol. What's Diamond's step charts? Williams is penciled in. Wills is penciled in number 2 right now. He will be number 1 soon. When Tim and Dom get to 50 likes, they will drop the boom. You're right. Chris has to say
we're already there. We're already there.
I said 50. I said 51 likes. 51. I said Dick Butkus that likes. Barkley had a lineup on the outside, then DJs got picked off. Chris says we hit 50 likes. That's
49.
Oh, we're down to 49. Screw you, whoever disliked. I got a question about that. And we're still we're at 59. I'm not ranting now. Why do you dislike a video? Why do you like a video, then go back and dislike it?
No idea. Surely you just don't watch it anymore, right?
What does Toby Gerhardt say? J-Fed, the new season is all about us. I don't know. You're not the real Toby Gerhardt, former running back. Don, what do we got here? Mazinga says, Don Quirk hanging out in the quiet desperation in the English way. Chris says, we're at 52. I see 51.
I see 51 either way. I'll just sit back a minute and leave it with.
Okay. This probably won't be Tom's like, I'm strapping in for this one. I said I would give you a rant at 51 likes, at Dick Butkus likes. And I'm gonna give you a rant because you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about this team and the future of this organization. And it dawned on me. It dawned on me, I think yesterday. Because I was on Twitter. Yes, I know. Stay off Twitter. I know. And like someone had mentioned, it was a pimp named Slickback, mentioned today that we were going to go. What did he say? We're going 15-2. Where were we going? I forgot what he said. We were going down. What did he say?
I think we're going 19-0, but I think he said 15-2.
15.
I'll go
15-2. And you know what the worst part of this whole situation is, Dom? This is a growing trend.
I'm sure you're going to enlighten us.
Shut up. This is a growing trend. And this is the same shit that got us into trouble the last 3 freaking seasons. People that go on this, and I've said this before about social media, and this is why I hate social media. This is why I keep telling that I always want to just turn off my freaking channel because of the fact that I don't want to be associated with the stupidity. because the fact that you look at these things, you read these things, and you think to yourself, how does someone in their right God mind sit there and say to someone and type? And literally, it's not just about typing, because it's the fact that you have to type a whole sentence. The New York Giants are going 15-2. Do you not look at what you finished typing and sit there and say to yourself, maybe what I'm typing is stupid. Maybe what I'm typing makes me sound like an idiot. Or are you just doing it because you know what? Your life has reached a point where you're sitting there and you are going to dictate your self-worth by how many likes, how many bleeps, how many bloops that you have? That you just want to sit there and give out crap information to make yourself feel better on Twitter, feel better on Instagram, feel better on anything else, because of the fact that, you know what? I've said this before. Younger fans, Dom, especially people that don't watch this show, they sit there and they follow this shit like gospel. And I've said that a million times. They follow it like it's gospel. So you put it there. It's not like they're reading a paper, because I guarantee you most people below the age of 15 don't even know what the hell a newspaper is. They're not reading the paper. They're not getting their news from ESPN anymore. They're not getting their news from the NFL Network. They are going on these sites, and you are doing a disservice to the people that are either trying to learn the sport or just get their information from these sports, because of the fact that you want to be popular. I'm going to break the news to you. The measure of a man is not about how many clicks and likes and bleeps and boops that he gets. The measure of a man or a woman is how many people's lives they affect daily, not what they do on social media. That's called the mic drop.
And now your phone's broken.
That's
But
okay.
you-
I
no,
can still get it. That's okay. I can still get on Twitter from the computer.
But you are right though. There is a growing trend here of people sort of realistically saying it's going to be 4 to 5 wins, but then sort of getting more and more optimistic and sort of 6 to 7 wins. And then because Daniel Jones played well in training today, and by all accounts he did play very well at training camp
Right.
today, suddenly they're going, we're going to win 8 or 9. How have you got that? The squad is near identical. The roster is near identical to what it was yesterday, and we've gone from 6 wins to 9 wins today. How are you getting to that point? If we are playing lights out on both sides of the ball throughout training camp, preseason goes well, we go and win our first 2 games playing really well, then sure, you can go, do you know what? I undersold it. But at this point, nothing has changed to raise those predictions.
Right. You're right. You're 100% right. And that's what I'm going to say. And that, you know what? We're going to wrap up early today because I am freaking hungry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am hungry. Thank God there is.
We started.
Thank God there is literally a restaurant a quarter mile from my house, because I'm going to eat. But you know what? Like we always do, and like I do with all the other guests that we always have on. And Dom's not a guest. We always have a final thought. We have a final word. And I forgot to play my sound effect for when I do my rant.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
That's now my new thing for my rants. Dom Bazinga says, online Big Blue Sports Entertainment, 0% swearing, 0% nudity, 5% sugar, 95% talent.
I presume I'm the sugar and you're the talent.
You're the nudity. Dom, what is the Dahmer's final? Oh, Honeypot's in the house. What's up, Honeypot? What's going on? I'm just waiting for the season to start. How me something we better make me a believer. We're gonna do something to make a believer. It's dinner time at the RF's house as well. See, it's dinner time everywhere except for Dom's. It's nighttime. Dom, what's your final thought of the day?
Well, I mean, I have 2 for you.
2.
One. I thought Honeypot was the bot.
What?
it's Honeypot over here is like when you get attractive people to go and be bait to get someone to do something stupid. So just when. Yeah, because I didn't see the comment come through. My thing was behind. I thought you were talking about.
Oh, no. Sometimes I actually talk to people. Like sometimes the comments are like 10 down, and then I talk to people.
Yeah. Oh dear me. But that's
we can't have you on, Honeypot. Honeypot, you can come on one day.
definitely.
You,
I
can-
mean,
you,
it's
can-
your
you,
show
can-
anyway, but
you can come put that guy. I keep putting you in timeout, motherfucker. I mean, honey pie, you can come on one day. You come on time. You can come on anytime you want. Can't really wait for the season. So excited about the good vibes. But Dom, what's your final thought, Dom? What's your final? What's it, Dom?
have you seen the Cole Beasley rumors that are circulating? Because
Oh, that was gonna be if we hit 60 rants. That was gonna be the Cole Beasley. I had a Cole Beasley rant too.
I just think that's lazy reporting. To be honest with you, oh, he used to play with a team Shane and Dave were at. He must be coming to New York. Secondly, I don't understand why we need another slot receiver. And thirdly, if we're getting excited about Cole Beasley, then things must be getting desperate because he has regressed, man, so much in the last 3 years. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not had a bad career, but he's
No.
364 years old now, so fair play to him for being around the league. But
He did
I
not
mean,
have a bad season in Buffalo.
he's still regressed across. You look at it.
Oh, he did regress. Yes, he did regress.
But yeah, I just cannot understand for the life of me how anyone beyond the Shane Dable connection is reporting that with any accuracy. That is lazy reporting, and that really irks me. You can tell I'm on cross. Look, I use the word irks.
Right.
Didn't
I
raise
thought
my
that was
voice,
good.
really.
I like
But
the word. I like the word X.
we don't sound like Dick Van Dyke over here. But,
You did?
but I mean,
Oi, cracky. Oh,
anyway,
somebody
yeah, I was
swept.
I was going to say I've got to sweep the chimney before bed. But I just really bothers me those types of links, right? I mean,
Right.
they really do. It makes zero sense at all. If you told me we were looking to bring in, an outside wide receiver in, then yeah, maybe I can get to that. But he's not. He's a slot. It's just complete madness. If there's a super chat, I'll let you do that.
Darnell Dowie. Daryl,
Daryl, surely.
Daryl. Sorry, I was actually reading something about Darnay Holmes at the same time because I was watching this. Daryl W. I like clicks and send super chats because I want to impact Tim's life. Thank you. Actually, you're impacting the lives of the children at the Philadelphia Children's Hospital because all super chats go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital because I donate the super chat money. But Daryl, I really do appreciate that. Hey, Dom, catch you later at Poppycockers. Daryl, if you're in the tri-state area on Dom, do you want to plug it?
No, you go.
No, you have to plug it once in a while too,
I'm not sure which one we're plugging.
August 21st, dumbass. August 21st.
You were talking about training camp on Friday.
I have no patience. I have no patience for stupidity, Dom. August 21st. What are you going to be here for? August 21st.
Yeah, I'm going to be here on the 19th, but yeah, August 21st. MetLife, me, you, James, OGR, and one other person will be there, and you are running a live stream with various things you have to do to qualify, and one lucky subscriber will be winning that mystery or remaining ticket to hang out with us.
What do you mean? August 5th, we are having a live stream, Daryl. I'm going to talk to Daryl directly. Born for but I'm in Florida now, man. Oh, you're in Florida. That sucks. I lived in Florida for years, Daryl. That sucks. But you can still win. You could fly in. Daryl, listen. Dom is flying in from the UK. I have a feeling Florida is closer. It's about a 2.5 hour flight. Dom, how long is your flight?
It's about 7 hours, I think.
Nuh-uh. Because you're flying,
I haven't looked.
You're flying time differences because you're leaving like at 2:00 in the afternoon, getting here at 5:30, so it's only 3 hours.
Yeah, so 8 hour flight then.
But you know what? We like I said.
To be fair, he can only come up though if he burns a boat first because he's local.
That's true. He is local. Giants 34. Do you think we went back to the old score jerseys because Dale and James love them because they look like the old Buffalo Bills uniforms? Hey, and we got a naked bot back. I'll put you in timeout. Let's see here. I don't know how Evan Neal looked today. I don't think anyone knows.
I haven't seen a lot on Evan Neal.
We'll get.
Have not seen fit to release a report for us.
Yeah, and then Daryl says, "But I have to see family." You don't have to see family. Don't tell him. Jeez, don't tell him. Emmanuel Sanders, I do believe, is still available. He does play on the outside, but we have Kadarius Toney and Kenny G, so I'm not gonna be concerned about that. We have 52 likes in the book. Joe Pisarcik was my all-time. Joe Pisarcik was my all-time favorite. Oh, Dale, you just got blocked.
That phrase trademark.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I wasn't really gonna block you. Hold on. What does Jeff say? Yes. I love when I get comments and when people that send me messages from like 4 weeks ago. Isn't it? Yes, Azeez Ojulari is not on the PUP list. He is on the non-football injury list. So Herm Edwards liked him. Herm Edwards loved Joe Pisarcik. I was at the Miracle at the Meadowlands.
It's Gates, Pert, and Shepherd, isn't it, on the PUP?
Yes, Gates and Shepherd are on the PUP. Yes,
and Matt Pert. It's definitely
Matt
Pert and Gate, definitely. Yeah, it was
Matt from Connecticut. Matt from Connecticut's on the PUP. All right, I'm trying to get out of here so I can go have dinner because I am about to either eat something that has been sitting on this desk for at least a month and a half, and I don't know what it is.
Do you want a jelly baby?
That's my Bill Buckner moment. I was at that game too. I was at the 86 World Series, that game too, in game 6. Oh wait, so they kind of balance each other out. Here comes the dogs. Yes, the dogs were barking upstairs. Someone evidently is coming to visit. But Dom, you know what? Do you have anything else to say before we close this out? Because I do want to go eat.
No, I'll let you go eat.
I appreciate it.
It's been fun as always.
It's been fun as always. Appreciate everyone hanging out for the last hour and 40 minutes. It's always fun. We're gonna do we'll have some live streams during the week. We'll have our still video daily. Like I said, I will be at training camp on Friday, filming, doing stuff, saying hi to people. So if you see me, say hello. Probably be wearing an online Big Blue shirt. So this way you can tell it's me. Because there are a lot of fraudulent Tims out at the training camp, I heard.
And if not, you'll hear him, so it'll be fine.
Trust me, you'll hear me coming down the street. you will hear me. Irish Rover, I know you were still hanging out. Later, Irish Rover, have yourself a good evening. We're out of here, guys. Have yourself a good night. We will see you sometime next week, probably, or maybe we'll do it. Does somebody ask me if the Sunday live streams are back fully? The 10:30 Sunday live stream. I haven't decided yet. Maybe more towards the beginning of the season, but we're gonna talk about that probably a little bit later on. But yeah, we're gonna head down to doing the live streams. What am I doing here? I can't. Daryl, man, the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Thanks you. In all seriousness, love you all. Love you all what you do, and here to the kids too. I wish I had a sound effect when people do something nice. I don't have a nice sound effect, Donald. I don't have a nice sound effect.
Sometimes you can say it better with words.
No, we need a nice sound effect.
But not you. So you probably work on that sound effect.
Here we go. We got a nice sound effect.
Don't push it. Don't push it. I'll give you a war you won't believe.
That'll be the nice sound effect. Daryl, I really do appreciate it. And thank you. And the kids, you know what? You are one in a million. You're the best because you want to know, Daryl, you're from Florida.
You can't keep me cooped up in here, okay? I am a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
The peacocks are flying. The peacocks are out. We're going to leave it at that because you know what, Daryl? You made my day again, and I'm starving. We're out of here. This is Dom.
Lovely way to end it, right?
This is Dom. This is Tim. This is the perfect way to end it. Going out on a high note with Daryl. Thank you. Thank you, everyone staying tuned. Thank you, everyone watching. Check out the videos when they come out. We had a video out today in reference to the press conference. So make sure you check that out. And again, this is Tim. This is Dom. When we are out of here, see you soon.